Hello, my name is CJ, and welcome to my June and July 2017 monthly manga pickup video. Before we get started, I just want to show you guys something. So if you looky here, I have a ton of stuff that I'm bringing into my classroom. It's kind of ridiculous, donated by really great members of my friends and family. But if you look at this box right here, oh, what do we have? Oh, mangoes! Yeah, I've got a lot of wonderful volumes in here. I'm so excited to share them, and I'm going to be frank with you guys, this is in part thanks to you. I mean, seriously, the fact that I'm going to be a teacher, it's something I've dreamed about for years, and it's almost unbelievable to be even saying it at this point. So once again, guys, thank you so much for supporting this channel. Let's get to the manga already. And here are my June and July 2017 manga pickups. Let's get to the manga, starting with Land of the Lustrous, also known as Kingdom of the Gems. Now, I've talked about this manga on this channel before, and I'm going to be frank with you guys, I am so shocked, still shocked, that I'm like, wow, there's an English edition of this. I mean, seriously, guys, I bought 5 volumes of this series in Japan because I didn't think it would ever see the light of day over here. Now, just as a fair warning, this has been marketed as a comparison to Steven Universe because both of the main characters from each series are personified gems. So the casts are all gems, they're humanoid, they have to deal with issues relating to that, but aside from that, it's really different. That being said, Land of the Lustrous is probably going to be my highest recommendation today. I mean, this is a weird manga, and I mean that in the most positive way. The art style, just the presentation, everything is so strange, but it works so well. And let me be frank with you guys. If you read the first volume of this and you kind of say to yourself, well, that was good, but I'm not sure if I'm going to continue from here, trust me on this one. Get to volume 3. Volume 3 is so good. For some reason, the series just ramps up from that point and becomes absolutely incredible. Stick to volume 3, and then if you find yourself not liking volume 3 as much, then you know where to end. But trust me on this one, guys, this is one you don't want to miss. Next, we have Noragami, volume 18, and So, Adachi Toka is a pair of authors. One of the authors is currently dealing with an illness right now. This series is on indefinite hiatus, and I am so sad about that. I don't know when we're going to get another volume. This may be it for a long time. But that being said, once again, as I've said before many times, this is an excellent publication. Kodansha did an amazing job translating this beautiful series. There's a lot of Japanese folklore in this, and you can see in the back here, they really do their best to respect the original context. I mean, obviously you're not going to be able to translate everything perfectly, but they really did their best. The beautiful mat covers on these are gorgeous. As always, Noragami is an awesome recommendation for me. It's really fun. It's a nice blend of shonen and shoujo. You can't go wrong. Next is the manga adaptation of Persona 3. Now, this is a kind of an interesting one because, let's see, I finished Persona 5. Persona 5 was awesome, by the way. I played Persona 3 a couple of years back, but I've actually never really gotten that far into Persona 4. Kind of odd considering that tends to be the most popular one. But anyway, onto this manga. This publication by Udon Entertainment is gorgeous. I mean, look at this. They did an incredible job. I really like these. I'm not sure what you officially call these. My mind's drawing a blank. But these are very reminiscent of how actual Japanese manga are. So it's very cool that they carried that over to the States. As far as the quality of the manga inside, though, not so great. Gonna be honest with you. Don't read this unless you're a Persona 3 fan. This volume in particular was really cool because it gave us some information for the prologue of the game, so some things that we didn't see in the prologue involving other characters aside from our own, and it was pretty cool. But other than that, guys, stay away from this one unless you're just a really big Persona 3 fan. The story's confusing, everything's confusing. It's somehow more confusing than the game. I don't know how they managed to figure that one out. Next is Princess Jellyfish, and once again, this is a high recommendation for me, especially if you love shoujo. If you love shoujo, this is a must-get. Princess Jellyfish is about a bunch of nerds who live together, whose lives are okay. All right. Next up is Princess Jellyfish, and if you're into shoujo, this is a must-buy, seriously. If you, for whatever reason, haven't checked out this series, do it. Princess Jellyfish is about a bunch of nerds who live together whose lives are disrupted by this crazy fashionista. And I'm not going to get any more into detail with the story because really you should just figure out some of those surprises on your own. What's really nice about this publication, and once again this is published by Kodansha, is so most omnibuses that contain multiple volumes will only just put like one cover on the front and just be done with it. Kodansha decided to put the other cover on the inside, so where the next volume would begin. I love that they did this. I think it's a really, really nice thing. It definitely wasn't necessary, but great job, guys. Unfortunately, I wanted to pick up volume 5. It came out this month, but funds just wouldn't let me. It definitely is going to be in the next manga pickup video, though. Super excited about that. Next is Sweetness and Lightning, and this was another recommendation by V's World of Manga. Once again, V's World of Manga, thank you so much for supporting the Patreon. I really, really appreciate it. V's World of Manga is another YouTube channel. Definitely recommend checking her out, especially her recent manga collection video. She has more than 300 volumes, and let me just say, girl, I am so jealous of that Fruits Basket collection. One day I hope to own them all too, and they just look so beautiful on your shelf. I mean, you got really, really solid taste. So definitely check her out. But anyway, she recommended Sweetness and Lightning, and let me just be frank with you guys, you slice of life fans, I can see why you like this. This is pretty good. It's about a teacher whose wife died, and he doesn't know how to make quality meals for his daughter, so he enlists the help of one of his students, and they make meals together, and it's adorable, and it's cute, and it's buttery, and oh my gosh, amazing. The only problem, though, and I really do mean this as like a particular problem, I have no slights against this series, it's just that I'm a teacher, and teacher-related media, if you're a teacher, you'll understand this. Teacher-related media is kind of hard for me to consume. A lot of times teachers are either portrayed inaccurately or they're placed in situations that would be extremely uncomfortable. So for example, there's a scene where his student has to disguise herself in order to go to his house to cook meals for his daughter. And that kind of stuff, I'm like, I understand it's all innocent in the context of the manga, but I'm like, ugh. So I probably won't continue from here for that reason. But I mean, other than that, this is a great manga. Definitely can see what the hype is about. Next is The Water Dragon's Bride, and okay. So there's a term that people like to use for these kind of series, and I'll just call it tragedy candy on this channel. So this is a heap pile of tragedy candy. I was kind of, how do I put this the right way? I wasn't like all that wowed by the first volume, but I decided to give the second volume a try anyway because I kind of wanted to see where the story went, and the second volume is much better. A lot of the angst and a lot of the sadness kind of starts to make a little bit more sense. Like, it's hard to explain, like, because I don't want to spoil the story, but like the tragedy is well deserved in the second volume versus the first volume where I kind of felt it was like kind of cheesily tacked on. That being said, it's really cool because we're actually kind of caught up with Japan on this series. I went to go research online to see how many volumes were in this series, and turns out there's only 2 in Japan, just like us. And some of my younger viewers might not remember what it was like in the early and late 2000s when, like, for example, One Piece was on 23 here in the United States, and in Japan it was on something like 50. Like, we had to wait years to even dream of getting caught up with Japan. So it's really cool to be in this day and age where we're reading manga at the same time, or relatively the same time. So speaking of manga, actually not speaking of manga, I'm going to get into some novels here, specifically a light novel. This is Magical Girl Raising Project, and I've had a lot of people on my channel recommend this, more specifically recommending the anime. So I haven't seen the anime yet. I have read this book, so this is the book that the anime is based off of, at least the first season. And let me just tell you guys, I'm a fan. So I'm a huge fan of Monica. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of other Magical Girl series. This series is about a bunch of magical girls who are one day told that, hey, guess what? So there's about like 14-ish of you. We are going to have to cut down that number. We accidentally made too many of you. So we're going to have an elimination contest, and they find out a little bit later that when you're eliminated as a magical girl, you die. So a lot of the magical girls end up resorting to killing other magical girls in order to be safe in the running. And oof, this goes to very dark places, let me tell you. However, I will say, for every like I'd say every 3 really great creative moments in this book, there was like one really, really dumb one. So there's a lot of dumb stuff in this book, but there's a lot of really smart creative ideas too that, to be frank with you, yes, it's dark, yes, it's edgy, yes, it involves murder, but these are still magical girls, and it's really, really cool to see somebody else's take on what magical girls can do. High recommendation for me. Just be careful going in. This involves a lot of death, a lot of violence. Be cautious of that. Next is Manga in Practice and Theory by the beautiful and wonderful Hirohiko Araki, author of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I have a beef with you, Araki. So I bought this volume thinking to myself, oh, well, this is going to be kind of fun. Like, I'm going to learn how he writes his manga. And he actually talks more about how he writes than how he draws his manga. But at the same time, I was like, maybe I could recommend this to some of my students, students who are interested in drawing anime or manga. And so there's this little section in here that shows you how to draw elements. And for the element of water, he decided to depict a topless woman sitting in a bathtub. And now I can't share this book with my students without censoring it. So I'm pretty mad about that. Other than that, though, this is a fantastic book. If you ever wanted to know how manga authors do what they do, this is a really, really fun book to get into. Next is Sound Euphonium, and this is a kind of an opposite situation to Magical Girl Raising Project, in which I watched the anime. I haven't read the book yet. So Sound Euphonium is about a high school marching and concert band and their slice of life struggles. And if you are a band student or were a band student, this is going to really, really relate to you. Definitely recommend checking out the anime. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time to read the book yet, but I think it's going to be good. From what I understand, the story is basically the same, so it should be interesting to see more details about these wonderful characters. Next is the DVD copy of Sailor Moon S Part 1, and some of you might be saying to yourself, but CJ, excuse me, you didn't make the Part 2 of Sailor Moon R video yet. You didn't make that. Why do you have this? And you're totally right. I haven't done it yet. So I promise you guys, I am not opening this up. I am not watching this until I get that review done. However, I did want to physically own this season because this was the season that got me into Sailor Moon. I mean, this was where it all began for me. And I'm excited to get part 2, but I just don't have the funds for that right now. So I'm content with this one as it is. Next, we have a bunch of presents that I got for my birthday. My birthday was this month. Yay! So first, we have an awesome soundtrack CD from my good friend Ian. Thank you so much, Ian. This is the song Yume no Naka no Watashi no Yume by Masumi Ito. This was the ending for an anime called Humanity Has Declined. If you haven't seen Humanity Has Declined, watch the first 2 episodes. I don't want to say anything other than that. It's a very strange show. But this is one of my favorite Japanese vocalists. She is so cute. Check her out. She's done some of my favorite openings and endings. So this was a really, really cool gift. Thank you so much, Ian. And next was another gift from Ian, Evil Within. This case is kind of busted. It's hard to see. So I'm lifting up the case there. And that's because whoever packaged this packaged 2 manuals. What the hey? But whatever. So The Evil Within is a very spooky game. Let me just tell you right now, I have anxiety, and playing horror games can be a really fun trip with anxiety, so I'm very slowly moving through this game. It's been very difficult, but it's been very fun. So I'm excited to see where the story goes. Speaking of story, we have Miitopia, and this was a gift to myself. So I'm one of those people who, when I play Skyrim, I spend 2 hours in the character creator. I love character creators, and this is basically a character creator of the game. Every single role in the game is assigned by you. So, for example, I'm the main character, and my party right now consists of Speedwagon from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Ganondorf from The Legend of Zelda, and Rin from Love Live. So, I mean, you can cast whoever you want in this game. It's really, really fun. It's definitely a super casual game, though. It's a casual RPG, so don't go into it expecting that much difficulty, but it's a fun game for what it's worth. And next we have these cute, adorable figures from my good friend Peter. Thank you so much for these. These are so cute. So he got me Venus for my birthday and Sailor Moon as another gift from another time. I forgot what these are called, so I'm just going to put on the screen right now what these are officially called, but they're really cute. They're an awesome cheap alternative to pop figures. So if you hate pop figures, but you want really cheap Sailor Moon figures, these are the way to go. They're super, super cute. I would definitely recommend these. And then finally, whew, the big, oh my gosh, I have the big wand. This is a life-size replica of the Moon Spiral Heart Attack Moon Stick. The plebeian in me shows through. It's the Spiral Heart Moonrod. It's super, super cool. I love spinning this thing around, and hopefully one day it doesn't go crashing through one of my windows and like cause glass to shatter everywhere. So my good friend Isaiah gave this to me for my birthday. It was super, super kind of him. It's kind of interesting because I don't actually collect these kind of wands, but I mean, he saw me eyeing it at a store, so I must have looked like I desperately wanted it. It's very, very cool though. It comes with a cute little stand, and I mean, this is the wand for my favorite season. It's just awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have batteries yet, so I can't make it light up and glow, but someday I'll get those things. Thank you so much for watching my video. Now I want to hear from you guys. What manga did you pick up? Seriously, make me jealous in the comments. I want to read all the juicy stuff that you guys are checking out. And thank you especially to my Patreon supporters. Your support is incredible, seriously. Until next time, this is CJ, signing off.